I do think so. And, I know from my personal experience, I don't have a role model online. I don't have a role model. And if I do have any kind of role models, it will just be like, some of the men in the field that have done really great work in psychology, but I can't tell you there's a single woman that I've ever watched growing up and thought I want to be like her. And that's not because there's anything wrong with the women out there. Maybe it's my values don't connect with current environment. But what I would love to see is how we can embrace every part of being a woman. I love being different to a man. I have no desire for complete equality with a man. It just doesn't make me feel good knowing that I can do everything a man can do, because I'd rather, what's the point of you if we do everything the same? I'd rather you complete the areas of my life where I'm deficient and I complete areas of your life where you're deficient. And when I was, living in England and working around English environment and stuff, there was such a desire. What I found with feminists and particularly in the English environment, there's no specimen of human being that is more privileged than the English white woman. In my experience, there's no human on this planet that is more privileged than the English white woman. And when I used to see how much they would complain about the oppression they experienced, and I just thought to myself, you definitely still have more rights than somebody like my father, who's got a bit of an accent and he's definitely Muslim and stuff like that. You definitely have more of a privilege than him. And you definitely have more of a privilege than, the Caribbean guys or the Nigerian guys or the Muslim guys. When you go to the airport, you definitely have a privilege. But because people are so almost dying to be a victim, they would complain about such small things. I remember like being in schools and the teachers would complain like, oh God, the music here is too many male artists. That's inequality. And I just thought, you don't know what suffering is. You haven't experienced it, but you want to, because it gives you meaning and purpose. And so I felt, and this is probably going to sound bad, but I felt like it was the most privileged members of society complaining about being oppressed when they haven't seen true oppression. And I always say to feminists that, from that background, like, do you want the privileges of men or do you want the privileges of white men? Because I promise you, if you're a white woman, you don't want to have the same treatment as a black man when you're pulled over by the police or by the airport staff as a Muslim man with a beard. Are you sure you want to be treated like a man, or you just want to be treated like a certain type of man? Because I promise you, you're very privileged. And I felt it even as a woman with I have pretty much white skin. I feel incredibly privileged. So I felt like it's not a gendered thing. It's a class thing. You have more privileges through your class and your skin tone and your appearance than you do have gender. So I just didn't understand the battle. And that's what led to my disassociation.